The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because it can turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A give to Williams, running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
You want to see some real defensive football? Turn into the Bucs game.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And his first carry, he loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Ready up. Mike, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. And let's get some penetration. Ready?
To throw on second down. Johnson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Shit, I ain't really happy about it. I ain't happy about the restart. Y'all just, you know.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position.
What you mean?
A real threat. This is 3rd
What you
and
mean?
long. Looking to throw. Johnson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back.
Man, I left one time.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Our body coming back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Mariota. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't.
I challenge that.
How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up
Yeah,
a
Dino
2nd and
switching
9.
them, he getting them Rams.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got something. Three.
On second down, Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
57. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Rush in.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Nah, give me the Rams.
On the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, well I want to keep the
Bucks.
Bucks.
Hit her inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And
Yeah, I want to keep the Bucks.
They can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
But that means I got to switch with Cincy then, right? Nah, man, come on now. Nah, man, y'all trying to switch it up after? Come on, man. Dino want the team I got, right? I want the team he got.
On second down, this is Cannon. Runs through the contact. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Me and Dino can switch. That just make it easy. Make it easy for everybody.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Cannon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This thrown quickly out to Jones.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down. Mariota. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On the ground, this is Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But then we got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line.
Man, how you gonna get into my team, bro?
Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So I can't get the Rams.
Come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And going deep for
Yo.
Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit.
I ain't know the Rams was available.
4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Why wouldn't I want the Rams?
Why not a penalty?
If you, because I'm thinking Dino's still keeping them. If I would have knew he wanted to switch, I would have took the Rams.
Coming from both sides, no flag. Let them
Huh, it's too late. We talking about it now.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
So y'all gave my team. So y'all gave my team away. Okay, did you tell me the damn Rams was open?
Jones has it.
Why they wasn't?
Losing yardage on the play back at the 40.
Because Dino wanted them, right?
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Okay.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Push him back. Push him back.
So you gonna wait till after? You gonna wait till after the fact and then tell me it's a team that I want to know for?
From earlier today in the NFL, Williams. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on. Check
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Whatever.
On 1st down, it's Williams.
Nigga, y'all didn't tell me the Rams was an option. If it would have been stated the Rams was an option, I would have took them niggas from the get-go.
It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot
Just,
of room
you're
there.
right. Just because Dino, he just texted that shit.
Keep moving laterally.
If he would have texted 20 minutes ago, they would have been open 20 minutes ago.
And they can run it back inside later.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Right,
The
that's
Bucs going to go ahead and use the second.
right. I didn't know they was open.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He just ain't see your message time. They was always open. He always wanted the
Now
Bucks.
in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Johnson throwing to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Right there. 54.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And going deep for... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Cannon. And some room to work. Touchdown, Falcons. Trenton Cannon as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Johnson throwing on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go play action. Mariota dancing to his left. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. The busy night continues for Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They go again with Cannon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Man.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
23 yards the pickup there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson, off play action, sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
This is Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota buying, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that's
Hey.
in this time frame.
Oh,
that's
shit.
like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost it
He
appears.
came back
They
and beat
get
me in
it
the
done.
past.
How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So
Yeah, I was just
glad
down.
that we got to be here to watch this
I
one.
was just down 10 with motherfucking like 3 minutes left. Mm-hmm. I know this nigga said.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you
I had negative 30 passing
how about
yards.
that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense.
I had negative 30
jubilant in
passing
their locker
yards.
room.
Now they came back and beat this thing.
So for the Buccaneers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to
Y'all boys cheating me
9-1
out my
now.
team.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for
I
Charles
should get the
Davis and
Rams
our
though,
entire
dog.
crew
If
here
Dino
at
want my
Sports
team and I want his
Operating
team,
Gun,
that's an
saying
easy
so long,
switch.
everybody.